This is Ming the Money Alchemist. My intention for this podcast is that it amps up our manifesting game for this year. Each call will play with a topic related to money, and we'll have a practice, and we're going to have some fun around it. Please join me, and we're going to have a great time. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me again. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. And those of you that celebrate it in the United States, one of the fun things about Thanksgiving that I used to like still like when I was a kid was actually being thankful. I don't know, maybe it was just my way of counting blessings or appreciating what I had. So back to my book, Spiritual Currency, I was glancing at it this morning and wondering what from the book that I could share with you all. And I came right into gratitude. So I love this part, when we feel overwhelmed or we get sucked into other people's stories or we lose sight of who we are or what's going on, we forget to choose what's best for us. And then we start to feel a sense of lack because we're not focusing on what is right in front of us. In fact, just the other day, I had this experience. It was not that long ago. And I was very upset. I was upset. I was crying. I was rationalizing and trying to understand what had happened. I wasn't happy. And I just decided to focus on a movie on Netflix so I could just forget about everything. And that was the way I chose to deal with it. But you know what? That doesn't make it go away, does it? So realizing gratitude is the ultimate in receiving, it's a universal law. So this universal law applies to receiving spiritual currency when we are grateful. So visualization is part of gratitude because to be grateful, we have to see the good in what we are receiving. So coming through the contrast, I realized I do have support. I have lots of support. It may not be from those specific people that I wish I had support from, but when I looked around, I realized, well, you have more than enough, right? Lots and lots of people supporting you in your work and what you're doing here and why you're here on the planet. And when you see that and when you realize being grateful is claiming that you feel supported and taken care of, and then you feel whole. I love this so much because when you feel whole, it is impossible to want. Therefore, you don't need anything. Now, remember when we fall into that need, want, don't have, then we're in the whole lack consciousness, right? But when you no longer need anything, then you're no longer disconnected from the flow of abundance. And it was interesting because when I was in that contrast, I couldn't even remember gratitude. I was just kind of wanting to be upset, I guess, for the day. I kind of went to sleep upset. I woke up in the morning a little bit still upset. But eventually I was able to let it go, see it for what it is, learn the lesson from it, and come back and realize that, yes, when you feel whole, it's impossible to want. So with that being said, that is what I hope all of us can continue to practice spiritual currency for ourselves, tapping into that abundance and realizing the good that's going on. Remember, what we focus on grows. So we'd like to end the month of November with that, and I appreciate everybody who is supporting the book, Spiritual Currency. I do really, really believe that it's my most important work. Or, you know what it is? It's like the journey. All the other books that came before this led me to this book. So thank you again for supporting my work, and we've got 2 more podcasts to go in December. All right, everyone. See you in December. Thank you. Thanks for joining me and listening in. Please go to manifestbluemoney.com for a free chapter to download from my book, Money Blues to Blue Money. See you next time.